Hey, what's going on there, YouTube?
What's up, YouTubers?
So, we're back. Joe? What's good, man?
What's up, man?
Not much, man. Been a
Haven't
rough
seen
day.
you in like 5 years.
Yeah. I think I just saw you yesterday. All jokes aside, though, YouTube. So, we're back for a brand new TV review. Ironically, this is on something that's near and dear to our heart. I think that both of us grew up on it. Most people know about it. If you ever looked at Toonami or Cartoon Network, you know of the anime. If any other anime you would know, it'd be Dragon Ball Z. If you've never even heard of it, you would definitely hear it. So Dragon Ball Z, it had 3 different series. It had Dragon Ball, which is basically the origin story of Son Goku, roaming up the ranks, going through different tournaments, coming from adolescence and getting to a point where he was able to be one of the strongest kids imaginable. Then, I think if I remember correctly, Dragon Ball Z started off with him as an adult, and he had just had his first kid, Gohan. And him and his wife Chi-Chi, they basically were kind of like all mellowed out until the Saiyans came, right? I think that was the first episode of the first season. And then
Which thing Piccolo came in? Never mind. Never mind.
Piccolo started off in Dragon Ball because he was evil first, and then after that, King Piccolo gave birth to an egg that eventually Piccolo transformed into Kami. Kami became good. Piccolo came out this younger version of Piccolo that was supposed to be evil, but then eventually turned good. But anyway. But the thing was that Dragon Ball Z was notably one of the top series out at the time. I think it was like 1996 when it started, and it lasted until 2003. And so they progressed into this series called Dragon Ball GT. Dragon Ball GT, after Dragon Ball Z ended, I think it ended with the Boo saga, where Goku and Vegeta literally came back from the dead just to be able to beat Boo. Because everybody was captured, maimed. I think Gohan had ascended into Mystic Gohan. Trunks and Goten had fused and become Super Saiyan level 3. They had gotten captured. I think Supreme Kai had been captured. And then nobody else really could stand a chance at the whole entire situation. And so they were able to get him to a point where he was Kid Buu, getting everybody out, and they found out he was even worse. Like not even Super Saiyan level 3 Goku could do it on his own. And so it was an interesting fight. It was a really good fight. It wasn't too anticlimactic. I think more people think that probably the Frieza saga was the best. Which saga you think was the best?
Probably, yeah.
Frieza saga. So
yeah,
when GT came out, a lot of people had a problem with it because Gohan was no longer training anymore. He was just a family dude. Vegeta was old, and I think he only ascended to Super Saiyan level 4 with Bulma's help. And then Goku was a kid, and it didn't feel like Dragon Ball. It felt like a perverted version of Dragon Ball to a lot of different people. I enjoyed Dragon Ball GT, the latter portion of it, but the beginning of it, it was just really dried out. I didn't like it at all. But it did progress when it got to Super Saiyan level 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And when they started going to Evil Shinrise, it was cool. But a lot of people did not like it. And so, the creator of Dragon Ball Z said, look, if we do good with the brand new movie, which is The Battle of the Gods, and if like, because a lot of people have been like pitching for him for years to go and come out with something, and he finally did. Akira Toriyama came out with a brand new series called Dragon Ball Super. And I will say this on record, there is a group, well it's not even a group, it's one guy actually. He came out with this series called Dragon Ball Epsilon. And basically Epsilon literally takes place after GT, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember if it was after GT or it was after Z. But it was unlike anything I ever seen, and it was really stylized. It was really different. He did it all in Flash, and he's still working on doing it. I'm gonna do reviews on the first 2 episodes he's done up until the point he does the 3rd episode. But to me, like, it was fans like him that it sparked all this notion that, man, you need to continue the story. There's so much you could fill in the gap with. This is an anime that should be continued. And so we've got the preview of actually seeing a brand new episode, Dragon Ball Super Episode 1. And it takes place right after the Boo Saga. So this is our review for it. I know that was a huge introduction, I apologize. So we'll try to run through this as fast as possible. So, off the gate, I think visually it looked pretty good. I think that what was it? Was it Kai? Was the last one that kind of came out? Dragon Ball Kai? Because they redid the dubbing. They've done that, I guess, multiple different times, but they wanted to keep it with fresh animations, and then of course the new Dragon Ball Battle of the Gods is coming out. Well, it came out, and then it was something like, wow, it's pretty decent. But then now they got the second part to that. It's about to come out. I think it's Resurrection F, where Frieza's actually going to be coming back. But those look amazing, and to me, the animation style for this one, it looks just like that, if not a little bit better. So I think visually it looked pretty good. I actually liked the look of it. There weren't too many heavy action sequences, but when there were stuff going on, like, it wasn't any slurring between the lines. And I don't know if that's the way his art style has kind of transformed from this point. But from a stylistic standpoint, as an artist, what do you think as far as how the lining was with this one in visually? Don't hold back.
It's definitely a different anime style. It's done in a different style. The color's different. But at the same time, it's like they're following suit with like different other anime series, which is not necessarily new. But it's new for the series and for Dragon Ball Z as a whole. But they're following suit with like the style of like a lot of animes. As far as like the landscapes, which really look really good. But as far as like there's still like, you know, the classic look of like Goku and like all the characters. Yeah. But also with this one, you get to see like different like wardrobes, different clothing, and that's pretty cool too. But I like how they're staying true to the identity of each character.
Yeah, that's real. So that's the case, then they keep it maintained to what we're familiar with, but then giving us something new. I think that, what was the old anime that used to come out, Lupin. Lupin had so many different sub-series that came out after it over and over and over again, but each one felt totally different, even if it was like a movie or a series. And they have the opportunity of doing something like this that goes 3 more generations if they do it right, potentially. The thing I'll say about this is I like the tone. One of the things that enticed me about Dragon Ball Z is, like I said, I was kind of describing that episode, and when even before the Saiyans came, I was like, this dude is super strong, you know? But he's got like this kid-like nature about him. It's just so bubbly and different. Mm-hmm. But at the same exact time, you can tell like he's very precise. He's very straightforward. And some of the things that happen in this episode, where his decision making and the stuff that he was doing, I was like, man, this is classic Goku, like goofing around, you know, like he's like not taking stuff seriously. But at the same exact time, towards the end of the episode, like one of the decisions that he made, I could tell he was really thinking about it, and he was really gearing towards his family, you know. And that's the whole thing about Goku. Like, even though Goku like loves to eat, he loves to goof around, he loves to train and stuff like that, everything he does, he works for it. Like, he works harder than any other person. That's why he's the best in the universe. And people take it for, like his wife takes it as like he's just goofing around, but everything he's doing is to try to protect. And that's all he really truly cares about. I feel like this level of anticipation that something's coming.
Definitely.
They did show Bills and I forget the other guy's name, the one that's stronger than Bills, the guy that kind of is Undertaker. Burgess, that's it.
Burgess, something like that.
Because there was a scene where they were just like on this planet and they were eating food or whatever, and this guy they were trying to make sure it was pleasing for him, and like Bills was like, man, that's some greasy stuff. Man, where you bring this from? Like, if I could Turkey Fried Chicken. But nah, it was so bad because like how he reacted, I was gonna call it. I was like, man, this is about to be bad. And so they're still doing stuff out of the wrong, in my opinion, motivations. Like they feel like they just do whatever, which is not good, in my opinion. I feel like that has to take a stop. You know what I'm saying? They have to have like some kind of ramifications of what they're doing, but they feel none. They don't feel anything. You know, but I don't know if they're necessarily a threat. I don't know. But what is your feeling of the tone for this? Because there's a lot of stuff that kind of went up. Because everybody kind of got reintroduced except for Vegeta, I think. Vegeta and Bulma were the only ones I didn't see.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing with this episode. You don't really know. But I mean, even Goku, like he was like, man, he was talking to Goten, and he was like, "Yo, Boo is pretty strong, man. You know, so that's why I'm training right now." And like the threat is supposed to be like over, or whatever. They won, you know what I'm saying? But Goku is still like, "Yo, I gotta train." Mm-hmm. And that in itself just builds anticipation, like, yo, like, all right, like, so with this series, like, Goku's training, and like, we don't even know really who's his opponent, and not only that, but towards the end, like, of this episode, like, you see, I don't know who those characters are, but that blue guy, I don't know his name. But him and this other guy are looking up in the sky, and they know it's like a planet was missing, you know. And you talking
about Supreme Kai and Grand Kai?
Oh yeah. And it was like a planet is missing, and so they show like a whole like path of planet before it reaches theirs. So it's like, yo, like what's about to happen?
Yeah.
Across this universe, and that's the thing. Like they open the horizons not only from just Earth perspective, but the entire universe. Yeah. And you get to see that when they're talking to Hercule, and he's like, everyone's claiming he's like the greatest fighter in the universe, or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's a very entertaining episode.
Yeah.
Very entertaining.
I think. Like, lastly, my final real thoughts with it is that it felt like a Dragon Ball Z episode. You know what I mean? Like, when I was looking at GT, it didn't feel like Dragon Ball Z. Like, this feels like a true sequel. It's not Dragon Ball Z. I can tell it's not Dragon Ball Z. I can tell just looking at it and what they're wearing that they feel like they're at peace, but yet they're still on edge. Like, what's about to go down? Like, everybody. Even though, like, I'm looking at Gohan, he's making preparations to marry Videl, like, Goten and Trunks are getting into trouble and angst and stuff like that. I wouldn't be surprised if the new Resurrection F wouldn't tie into this show. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's one thing they never did before is they had, like, a lot of different moves, but they never tied in necessarily to the story arc. They just used different pinpoint times. But they have the opportunity now of making a movie and what the ramifications that happen in this movie transfer into the show. Imagine something like that actually happened. I thought that'd be really cool. But
yeah, it would be.
But all in all, for me, like being a Dragon Ball Z fan, like I enjoyed it. I'm sitting there having a smile on my face watching it. And even though like I hate it, like I always hated going and watching these episodes, there's just so many different filler episodes. It's like, man, when are you gonna get to the fight, you know? Like at this point now, I've matured in my age that like I can just look at it all day and just enjoy the dialogue, enjoy the conversation, enjoy the characters because I love the characters. And now that like they've been reestablished all over again with having like a different set and thing, like shoot, what if Brawley comes back? What if freaking like oh wait, where's Oob? Do you know who you remember Oob, right? So you got you got Majin Boo, which is Fat Boo. You got Kid Boo, which is the Boo that was really evil. And then after he killed Kid Boo, like Goku was like, I'll see you later. And then the kid came up and he was a reincarnated version of Boo. His name was Oob.
Are you talking about? Oh yeah. Are you talking about?
I'm talking about the kid that met Goku at the tournament. That's Oob. He trained him.
Yeah, I know.
And then that's how it really ended.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Because after that point, it was like, okay, but I don't know if this is gonna get brought up. You know what I'm saying? Like I really don't. So there's a lot of different possibilities of how this could go. But either way, looking at this episode, I can say that I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really funny. I was really different. As I said, I was reading the subtitles. I don't have English dub for it at all. But I'm definitely gonna go, just like I've been looking at Sword Art Online season 2 the first time. Like I'll look it all the way through just in English dub, in English sub. So, what are your final thoughts on it?
No, I said my piece. Yeah, I said my piece. I mean, it was definitely an entertaining episode, man. Like, yeah, I'm waiting to see a big battle between who I don't know yet.
Yeah.
But it's gonna pop off.
Yeah.
Trunks was giving business to this
snake,
this monster. By the river, he was giving business to this monster, bro.
Going down, baby.
Yeah, man. Watch that joint. Download that joint.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you're not gonna be able to find it on YouTube. You're not gonna be able to find it on general social media. But if you do have anybody that's on Facebook, there are some links going around. You're gonna have to get it from the internet. That's all I can really say. I'm not gonna give a link down to the bottom or anything like that. But definitely wanted to give you our fresh perspective on it. We're super tired. It's like I think almost like 12:30 right now. I'm still dealing with my emotions from the day. Keep me lifted up, y'all. But most definitely, thanks everybody for subscribing. We're at now 1,600 subscribers. And like I said in the last video, got something special for y'all. It's 2,600. Dang, my bad. We're at 2,600. See, I'm tired.
16.
But at 3,000 subscribers.
Jump ship? No.
At 3,000 subscribers, you're going to be able to get your chance of having whatever game, just as long as it's $59 and below, on whatever console. Even if it's PC.
You paying for this?
Oh, that's it. You know, we got y'all.
Hey, y'all better hope it's by the time that Rainbow Six come out.
True. That's true. Well, no, it's gonna happen before that, because what they have to do, they have to go to the video. Once we put the video out that we just hit 3,000 subscribers, then they have to comment to it. Once they comment to it, then they're entered in to win. So anyway, definitely thanks everybody for watching this. Please leave a like below if you enjoyed our review for it.
Could they do like, you know, like on a game that didn't even come out yet?
I mean, if they want to choose for, yeah, technically they could. We could give them a gift card.
Okay. Let's check.
So yeah, we could do that. Shit, we gave a gift card to the dude that was in Egypt, man.
Got you.
So anyway,
so I could play. Like, I'm in the running too.
No, you can't.
Why not?
Cause you're a founder of this channel. Matter of fact,
fair, y'all.
Going back, let us know what you think about this idea of pitching like a new channel named JVS. Let me know about that. But thanks everybody for watching our review. Please leave your comments in the comment section below what you thought about the episode or what you think about what our thoughts with it. If you want us to do a full spoiler review for this, we will. But we wanted to kind of keep this exclusive because there are some people that really cannot watch this episode. We kind of didn't want to put any spoilers at all. But anyway, Thanks everybody for watching. This is SEO0320.
Stuart Johnson 030.
We're out. I'm leaving. I'm going to sleep. Dang, all up in the way.